Builder Hall 7. Yes, that's right, you guys. What is going on? Thank you guys for stopping by. I do have a completely maxed out Builder Hall 7 base. If you saw the live stream the other night, you saw me spend all those gems to max out everything. It was a little excessive, I will admit. Most attacks don't really affect the walls that much, especially because those stinking bombers one-shot these walls. Alright, so the problem I ran into right after maxing out everything at Builder Hall 7 was, what base do I use? I had no idea, so I went and I looked for two well-known bases from the Builder Hall 7 tournament stream. If you guys watched it, you saw that in the final confrontation, Itsu versus King, we had a couple of very interesting base designs. During the live stream the other day, I used King's base because the audience voted that was the base they wanted me to use. The audience on mixer.com/Galadon, by the way, where you can watch me live stream daily. But that base didn't work out so well, so I thought I would switch over to Itsu's base because Itsu is known as a pretty solid base designer. Well, I gotta tell you, based upon what I'm seeing so far, there may be no such thing as an amazing Builder Hall 7 base. You guys, what we're seeing is a complete shift in the balance of power, offense versus defense, at least so far. And I really, really like it. I love where we're headed right here because, and it's not just because we put an end to, you know what. Yes, Dirty Baby Dragon spam may no longer be a thing, which means RIP my cool little Dirty Baby Dragon spam alert right there. RIP my base design with the grass. We're going to have to think of something else to send a message out. Maybe a message of positivity and love. Maybe not. Anyway, we'll see. Let me know if you guys have ideas, by the way, for custom grass. Leave me a hashtag on Twitter or down in the comments, hashtag custom grass, and let me know what you think I should try out as far as custom grass. In the meantime, basically what we're looking at in today's replays are two things. One, we're watching Itsu's base design from the Builder Hall 7 tournament get annihilated by ground attacks. And number two, we're looking at a bit of a school, a tutorial if you will, on how to conduct solid ground attacks. So Jaco Power from ITA Champ just destroyed this base. 74% 2-star, but let's move on. We've got different attack strategies, all using ground troops though. And this one, Zach from Rejects, also going to pretty much raffle stomp my base. So he's got one camp of bombers, one camp of archers, and then 60 barbarians. The camps of 20 barbs are proving to be some of the strongest units in the game. But check it out. So he very wisely uses the barbs to protect the bombers, letting the bombers get the job done opening that wall. But you'll notice he only had to use 2 bombers right there to open that huge opening on the right hand side. The third bomber goes down, and now you pretty much have an open path to just about the whole bottom end of my base. In come the barbarians. He still has 1 bomber left. He's got the entire camp of archers remaining. And sure enough, just like as if he had planned this, and maybe he did, he's going to clear all of the structures up to the crushers and then use that single camp of archers to annihilate my crushers. And that, of course, opens up the path for the battle machine and 25 barbarians. So he still has 25 barbs as well. So the left crusher almost out of the way. That you can see the right hand crusher is going to go down as well. And Zach didn't waste archers. He still has 3 archers left. He in fact is going to use the archers to get to the Builder Hall. So the Builder Hall is going to go down. The crusher on the right hand side is just a strong breeze or maybe a gentle giant fart to blow it down. There you go. And then in come the barbarians. They're going to work on some more structures. Finally, the battle machine's going to move in. And he just has a level 15 battle machine, level 12 bombers, and he's still just manhandled my base. Or can I blame this on Itsu? He manhandled Itsu's base? Maybe? Okay. We will come up with a better base design on my own. I promise you guys that. I will work on a Galadon original for a future episode. I'm not always just going to copy other people's bases, especially when the result is 77% 2-star. All right, so Ricky XO 2.0 from La Remontada, he is going to come in with another ground attack, but you'll notice a completely different strategy. This time he's got a camp of cannon carts and a camp of giants. So this time the giants are going to tank, distract those defenses, and allow what is all 4 of the bombers to move in. Then the barbarians are spread out. They're going to help trigger any spring traps in the area to keep the cannon carts alive, and that really is a big part of this attack. Keeping those cannon carts up, they're going to do a lot of DPS from in behind. You'll notice his bombers are still all alive as well. Barbarians continuing to move in. Now everybody is down, and so is my builder hall. 2 stars already easily, and both of those cannon carts still up. The giant tanking for the cannon carts just a little bit longer, and now the giant cannon is going to blast those cannon carts to Kingdom Come. But it's too little too late, as we've seen another 70+% 2-star. And most of these, I'll admit, were losses for me, although I think there were 1 or 2 where I actually had a higher amount of damage done. But I think, well, I'm just going to say most of these were losses. All right, so let's move on. Raw from Rejects, again with the cannon carts, this time 2 camps of giants. So what we're seeing is a very similar fundamental with slightly varied army camps. Now, Raw is not going to rely on any bombers to get through these walls, and you'll notice he only has a level 10 battle machine. So although he's upgraded his cannon carts and his barbarians, the battle machine only level 10, and I'll show you why this is significant in a few minutes as we work our way through this base. All of those cannon carts just piled up at the bottom of this base, 2 camps of them, and just the damage output from these guys is crazy as long as you can keep them alive. Now notice he just now has dropped the battle machine. He dropped those giants in there first, and the battle machine is actually coming from the other direction. Part of the reason is that battle machine is going to draw the attention of the multi-mortar, which is just off screen to the top of the base. You can't quite see it there, but it is going to fire on that battle machine until the battle machine went down, of course, to that double cannon. And you've got the giant cannon firing on the carts. 64%. The last barbarians moving in a little bit late, didn't keep those cannon carts up, but nonetheless enough to grab a 69% 2-star. And although it was a loss, I just barely squeaked out a victory there. He definitely would have beaten me if he had been as much of a dirty gemmer as I am and had a level 20 battle machine. So just admitting that. Now, speaking of players without maxed out troops, here we go again. This is a player from one of the top Chinese clans in the world, and he just has a level 10 battle machine, and he beat me with this attack. Okay, I got a 74% 2-star on his base, and he is going to better that with just a level 10 battle machine. So yes, you guys, the balance of power has shifted towards the offense, and that is probably why we're seeing so few dragon attacks. Now, dragons still make some pretty good troop compositions, and I will be exploring those in future episodes. Dragons with dropships and minions, just dragons and minions, and even some players that are still holding out and trying all dragon attacks. But I don't think we're going to see it as often, because if you just look at things, the range of successful attacks at Builder Hall 6 was like 25 to 75%, and it was difficult to grab the 2nd star. Now what we're looking at is this range that's increased from, say, 50 to 100%, and we're seeing a lot more 2 stars. So yes, while I like the state of the game right now, I don't like the state of this base. And then, ironically, guess who tweets me? None other than Itsu sends me a tweet, says, "Galadon Gaming, I'm coming for you." He shows himself right below me on the global leaderboard, 55th and 56th. Well, we'll see. I would imagine that he will pass me, but I will do my best. Now, we might copy Itsu's current base and show that in a future episode, or I definitely, like I promised earlier, will design my own Gala base and put it out there to the test as well in a future episode. In the meantime, if you guys have attack strategies, defense strategies, base layouts you want to share, do it down in the comments. Thank you, as always, for watching all the way to the end of the episode. Make sure you subscribe for the earliest possible update information. Watch me live stream on Mixer.com. And of course, after having a fantastic day today, do me a favor, come back again tomorrow for more full attacks.
Galadon! Use my base. It's never lost. Ever.